forgot what I just about to say. I'm seriously getting so old. Brain's not working these days. Yeah, same. Guess we are becoming senior citizen already. About to retire. Yeah, you know what? What's the best part of getting old? It is doesn't last long. Oh, here's another one. Your secret can be safe for old people because they can't remember them. Let's break down the ageist language used here. First is getting so old, brains not working, implies aging are equal to cognitive decline. And then the senior citizen imply to outdated and often patronizing label. Time to retire used as a joke reinforces that aging is being unproductive. Jokes about memory loss stereotype older people as forgetful. Where's my glasses? I can't find it. Oh, Grandma, but the glasses is on your head. Oh, I find it. Sorry. Uh, a little forgetful is normal at my age. A little forgetfulness is normal at my age. This line reinforces the stereotype that aging naturally equals mental decline. Well, memory changes can happen. Normalizing forgetfulness as inevitable for older adults contributes to the broader narrative that older people are cognitively impaired, even when this may not be true or serious. Instead of reinforcing the idea that her forgetfulness is due to age, we can keep it relatable with age-based assumption. For example, as a grandchild, we can say, I've done that a bunch of times too. In this way, she's not attributing her forgetfulness to age, just a moment of being human, which happens to everyone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're officially old now. Don't remind me. Next year, maybe I need a stick for walk. This joke normalized the idea that getting older which equals to physical weakness or decline. So for a better alternative, we can just say happy birthday instead.
Try this, Grandma.
Reverse the sign of aging by using our new miracle aging erase cream. This ads see aging as undesirable, something to be fixed or reversed. Wrinkle or sign of age are flaws to be eliminated. Young, which equals to beauty, value, or worth. Aging equals to decline. So what does this language cause? People make shame about aging, especially among older women who are often targeted by beauty ads. It may internalize ageism. Older adults may begin to feel unattractive, irrelevant, or pressured to stay young. Cultural devaluation of aging, reinforcing the idea that only youthful appearance is socially acceptable or marketable. So here are some rephrases and lines that celebrate aging rather than reject it. Nourish your natural beauty through all life stages. Skincare that respect your journey. Oh, you're going to a concert. I don't know if people like our age will listen to this kind of music. This sentence implies that liking pop music in general is something only young people are expected to enjoy. Older adults are outside the norm if they enjoy young-centered trends. There are limits on what people should enjoy based on age. Social self-limiting. Older people may feel embarrassed about their interests or hide them to fit the mold. Internalized ageism. They might begin to believe they are too old to enjoy certain things. Generational exclusion. It feeds the idea that certain cultural spaces like fandoms, concerts, or trends are off limits to older people. The grandma A could say, "Oh, you are going to? That's awesome. Who's your favorite member or bias?" to instead.
So I'm going to give a presentation about what is ageism, how it affects old people, and what can we do, and also some statistic about how ageism affects old people. From the scenario above, we can see that ageism is deeply embedded in everyday language and culture, often appearing in subtle or implicit form that go unnoticed. Many people don't recognize ageism in their life until they learn the words. Once they have a label for it, they are more likely to see and speak about it. This proves that naming a problem is the first step to addressing it. So, what are ageism? Ageism is when people make unfair assumption, judgment, or treat others differently just because of their age, especially when they assume older people are less capable, less important, or less valuable to society. It can also affect younger people, but it's most often directed at older people. Language as a carrier of ageism. The way we talk about aging, through terms like elderly, senior, or jokes about memory loss and decline, reinforces negative stereotypes. As the reports explain, media and popular culture often portray older adults as forgetful, weak, or burdensome. These portrayals shape public perception and are then reflected in the language we use. Once this idea become normalized in discourse, they influence how people are treated, whether in healthcare, employment, or social spaces. For example, like being talked down to, excluded from hiring, or overlooked for promotions. Here are some linguistic consequences of ageism. Ageist language creates social script where aging is equal with decline or irrelevance. Repeated exposure leads to self-directed ageism. Older people begin to internalize this message, thinking they are too old to learn, too forgetful to work, or no longer valuable. This affects how people speak about themselves and how they participate in society, reducing their willingness to seek healthcare, pursue opportunity, or voice their experiences. So here are some statistics. 76% of TV ads feature characters aged 19 to 49, while only 25% include those aged 50, and just 5% include people who are age is above 70. This skew visibility sends a message which is young equals to relevance, old age equals to invisibility. On screen, older people are often spoken about using cliché, described as forgetful, slow, or unable to use technology. These portrayals make their way into daily language. Boomers, past the pride, bad with tech, or jokes like still working. 57% of older people say they are irritated by being depicted as physical weak, and 59% feel as portray them as having nothing interesting to say. These ideas are not just visual, they influence how we talk about older people, and once these phrases are normalized in ads, they get repeated in job description, casual conversation, and public policy, reinforcing linguistic ageism. So how ageism affects old people? Ageism has serious and far-reaching effect on the lives of older people, especially in healthcare, social relationships, and even how they view themselves. So here's institution ageism, limited access to treatment or screening due to arbitrary age cutoffs, for example, cancer. and being excluded from clinical trials, meaning less evidence-based care for their needs. And then the biased treatment decision. For example, assuming someone is too old for surgery or breast reconstructions. During the pandemic, other people were discharged without COVID tests or dismissed as the one who are dying anyway. This happened when healthcare workers hold stereotypes about older patients, such as thinking they're inflexible, less intelligent, lonely, or unable to make decisions. Using infantilizing language like sweetie or speaking in a patronizing tone. Believe they are too old to change, not worth treating, or not capable anywhere. Avoid seeking healthcare, physical activity, or emotional support. Old people may engage in unhealthy behavior because they see aging as a steady decline. So, what can we do? First, recognizing linguistic ageism is the first step. Be aware of language you use. Words shape perceptions. Even casual jokes or low-meaning phrases can reinforce harmful ideas about aging. Choose inclusive language. Say older adults instead of the elderly. Compliment old people without typing their value to age. Educate yourself and others. Most people don't realize ageist language is a problem until it's pointed out. Sharing knowledge helps shift norms. Use media critically. Ask yourself, who is being represented? How are they portrayed? Advocate for older voice in all spaces. And the final one is listen to older idols. That's important because let them speak for themselves and support their ageism in every settings, from the clinic to the dinner table. So finally, I want to say that ageism affects everyone. If we are lucky enough to grow old, we will face it too. Thank you.
So, after the presentation about what is ageism, how it affects older people, and what can we do, you might be wondering, it's just a few words. Does it really matter? The answer is yes. Language shapes how we think, how we feel, and how we treat others. When we change the words we use, we start changing the way we see people, including older adults. Ageism often goes unnoticed because it hides behind jokes, job ads, and everyday phrases. But when we cut it out, even gently, we begin to shift the culture. Language change leads to social change, just like we've learned to speak more carefully about gender, race, or mental health. We can do the same with aging. This video isn't about making anyone feel bad. It's about noticing the little things and doing better. And the good news, change spreads fast when people care. If this made you think twice about something you've heard or even said, share it. Start a conversation. The more we talk about ageism, the easier it gets to stop it. Oh, I can't figure this out. I'm too old to learn these new things. Oh, Grandma, you raise whole family. You can definitely handle a phone. I don't know. It's all too fast these days. It's okay to take your time. You're not too old. We can figure out it together. You are a good teacher. And you're a fast learner. You just don't know it yet. So why is this work? The grandma reframes the issue. The problem isn't her age. It's the design not being made for her generations. He avoids saying it easy, which is sound dismissive.
and instead emphasize patience, support, and capability. The young children also add warmth and confidence, showing that learning is always be possible with the right approach.